Hey, good people. Welcome to Pep Rally Wednesday. We have made it. We've made it. We've made it halfway through the week. And this week has been weaking, okay? It has tried me. It's knocked me down. It's swayed. It's given me what it's given me, but I'm giving it what I'm giving it back, okay? And that's where it's at. Let's just jump in. So this week's theme was stay in the room that you're assigned to. So I want to talk about what room I've been in and staying in, and let's just get into it. So I have been in the room of consistency in focusing in where I'm supposed to be. I know what production I need to produce this week. So I've been using my content template that I'm in the works of creating. Yeah, it has some scratches. Yeah, it has some highlights. Yeah, it has some circles because life has been lifing. So I've had to make adjustments, but I haven't left the room. And I'm taking the feedback that I'm getting from heaven. I'm taking the feedback that I'm giving myself, and I'm applying that to the next day. I'm noticing what slots need to be what slots. I'm noticing how I want the grid, but I'm also giving grace and mercy to say that this grid is not going to be perfect. This grid is gridding, and how it's gridding is going to be how it's going to grid this week. But I'm also knowing that it's the consistency of showing up. It's the consistency of making tweaks. It's the consistency of pep talking myself to say, yeah, that took me all day when I needed to go do this, but at the same token, I'm getting faster. I'm getting more time efficient. I'm getting my director's eye is getting crisper. I'm noticing that I should shift this. I need to focus in on this. I'm noticing that I want to upgrade the editing, but right now these edits are giving what these edits are giving. And it's okay because there's growth in the process and I'm allowing myself room for that. So being consistent in sticking with that room of making sure I do content, making sure I'm posting my products, but also taking in what's coming to me because that doesn't stop, but staying in that room, being consistent in experiencing joy. I didn't get off at the time I would like to have gotten off yesterday. I still had a couple things I needed to do, but making myself stop to say, I needed to go to kickboxing, and I was going to make Hudson do it too because he needs to work out as an athlete, even though he doesn't want to. He thinks basketball is only shooting the ball. It's only being on the court. No, friend, there's other things to it. So I was going to have him do kickboxing with me, but then I asked him, do you want to do kickboxing or do you want to go to the court? So he said the court. Of course, I'm going to show up with my fans because it's hot out there. He tells me, do we all need all that? And then we get out to the court, and what does he do? He uses one of the fans. Typical Hudson. So we went to the court. So it's experiencing the joy because then it's like I still have work to do, but now I'm still getting in my health and fitness. I'm still getting in family time with Hudson, and I'm experiencing joy. Like we had fun at the court. He ended up challenging me, talking about I wasn't running. Yeah, I was running. I was just running slow because I'm out of shape. But now I have 30 days to beat him in a race, and I need to focus on getting in shape and getting that training into my attempt. I'm gonna give it everything I have for a poke chop, but that's not just the day of the race. So being consistent in showing up and experience that joy. I've also been consistent with my development in my SOPs. I haven't been perfect because I'm progressing, okay? My progress report gonna say progressing in every category because progressing forward and moving forward is how we grow. It's how we develop. So I am progressing in my SOPs. I'm tweaking them where they need to be tweaked. I'm also noticing that this morning docket is missing this daily docket is missing these things. My weekly docket, I totally missed it. I missed it on Sunday. I realized I didn't do a weekly docket on Monday, and I was like, and then Monday happened, and it was like Monday night, and it was like, girl, you off. Don't try to do that. Do it tomorrow. So I did it on Tuesday, and the first thing I said was, we need to insert a reminder on Sunday morning that I need to recap the previous week. Number one. And then after we recap the previous week, I need to implement the weekly docket for the new week. So it needs to be a twofer, but we need to set Elizabeth a reminder so that Elizabeth remembers to show up for that meeting. And that's okay. I am carrying so much that I am learning also that I need to be consistent in consistently reminding myself that it's not all going to get done in one day. That is not all going to get done in 1 week. That is not all going to get done in 1 month. That is not all going to get done in 1 year. But each day that I show up, each day that I take the next step that God is highlighting and he's shining the light on, I'm progressing. I'm laying a brick. I'm laying a foundation. We have and understanding that even though I'm in on the same step, that all of the house is not at the same level on the same step. This room may be getting electricity while this room is getting sheetrocked. This room is getting sheetrocked while we're laying floors over here. We're laying floors over here while I'm decorating in this room. And that, my child, woo! I literally told God last night, like, we're building all of this and I'm accepting all this and you have my yes. But where I need to call on the counselor. Like, I need a counseling session. I need a counseling session. I need a counseling session. Holy Spirit, I need a counseling session. And that's not bad. That's just opening up. But I've been consistently allowing myself to get that counsel. I've been consistently, and sometimes counseling is laughter. I've laughed so much that today, Hudson's like, I'm just cracking you up today. But I asked for a counseling session yesterday. And sometimes counseling is saying, I'm counseling you, but I need you to lay it at the couch. And when you get up from this counseling session, Elizabeth, don't take everything back with you, because that was the purpose of this counseling session, which I honestly had last night and partly this morning. But being consistent in that. What did I catch myself? Where did I catch myself wandering into another room mentally? I've been wondering, not even another room, another house. I've been like wandering into the financing house and not saying, okay, I've handled this. I'm not there, but I did tag those rooms. I did go and I was present. I did what I needed to do. Now I need to shift back. It doesn't take over my day. I had to handle some things this morning and I handled them. Were they uncomfortable? Yes. I handled them. I realized where I was. I've done all I can. Now I've exited the building. I'm no longer in the financial house for today. I am literally in the where I'm supposed to be, focused on where I am supposed to be for today. So not letting myself mentally even think about it. And I literally haven't thought about it again. And when it comes up, I'm like, that's a courtroom that I'm not in right now. No, thank you. Emotionally, last night, I had a really productive day, but emotionally, it tried to take over. It was like, bam, 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 bam. And I'm like, but that's not accurate. And instead of dwelling there, that's when I reached out. I reached out for help and said, I need a counseling session. Like, I literally need a counseling session. And when God gave me that, I need a pep talk was my actual verbiage. I was like, I need a pep talk. And I was about to pep talk myself when God pep talked me, and it was the words that I needed. And then I woke up this morning and immediately in my spirit was like, remember, eat the scroll. Remember, eat the scroll. And I was like, what scroll? And it was the scroll that he gave me last night. It was those words. It was, I'm about to get emotional. It was, Elizabeth, I need you to eat what I said last night. I need you to ingest it. And I need you to put it as your armor. I need you to remember, I built you like flint. And when I was washing my face last night, after like I was listening to the words and breathing the words in, and I was rubbing my forehead and I was like, remember, in Ezekiel, he said, I built your forehead like flint. Don't allow those words that are trying to take over, those emotional words in. But this morning, to be reminded to eat those words, to ingest them, to embody them, to embrace them, to know that no matter what comes up against you, remember, I told you, it will. You still have to hold on to what you know is true and accurate. And that's what I've been doing today. And it's just, this is a sidebar, but to know when God says, I am everything for you. I will be your counselor. I will be your doctor. I will be I will be your lawyer. I will be your father. I will be your best friend. Everything you possibly need, he's there for us. But it's turning to him instead of turning to man, and instead of turning within to our flesh. That's what makes the difference. But we also have to turn to him and ask, but then be open to receive how he responds, because his ways are not our ways. And God speaks, and we have to be present to know when he's speaking and receive it. And it may not be like you're like, I'm waiting. But God's like, didn't I tell you to watch that? Then why do you think I keep repeating to watch that? Watch that. And when you watch it, you're like, this can't be real life. You ask me something, I'm using that to respond. The answer that you're asking me is in that. I need you to watch it. And sometimes it's not even watching the whole thing. Sometimes it's not even listening to the whole thing. God may be saying, go here, go here. And why am I being pulled to drive home this way? Because there's an answer. There's something that he wants to highlight. There's something that he wants to show you. And it's up to us to hear with our spiritual ears and see with our spiritual eyes to get that back, that interchange. It's like, I want to have a conversation with you. This is a partnership. It's not just a conversation where I speak and you don't respond, or you respond, or you speak and I don't respond. That's not a conversation. But you want me to be, and a lot of times I'm like, why can't you just be right here in front of me and we just talk? And God says, but I am in front of you. And not only am I in front of you, I am in you. Do you not see me? Do you not hear me? Do you not feel me? Where have I been? I've caught myself wandering into another room planning wise. I'm planning out the week, but yet as I'm planning out the week, I know what's coming up next season. So I am literally, God is highlighting what next projects we need to do, what next things we need to implement. So I'm catching them, and old self would be like, drop everything, let's make a prototype, drop everything, let's do this. It's like, no, I'm gathering it. I'm gathering the ideas. Now it's up to me, because he keeps saying to me today, but did you document it? But did you document it? And I'm like, I got it, but I didn't file it. And that's where Elizabeth gets lost in the sauce, because I have all of these references, all of these notes, all of these things. And it's like, Elizabeth, stop. So I am now clearly in the documentation phase. So I need to do pockets after the block of documenting that block, so it's all not hitting me at the night. And that's something we've talked about, but I haven't implemented it. So what am I going to do? I'm going to go to my daily docket and say, not only set an alarm on my phone, but also a reminder in my daily docket to remind me to document that block, because we talked about it, but I'm not getting that reminder. And the way my brain is set up, and when I have somebody, mom, what time is it? I'm like, boy, you literally have your phone in your hand. But I'm playing a game. Did Elizabeth respond? No. Figure it out. Use your other resources. Mom, what time did you say? Mom. I told him just now to take some clothes out of the dryer, put the clothes in the washing machine, in the dryer. I could literally do it, but I'm teaching him. I'm training him. He's in the stewardship program of life, whether he wanted to be or not. He's in it, okay? And he has full paid tuition. Yes, he does. So he asked me, what do I need to take out the washing machine? It's stuff in there, but it's little. It's my makeup cloths that get washed separately. So I'm like, he's like, I mean, what do I do? I said, do you see stuff in there? Yeah, I mean, there's stuff in here. Okay. And I continued on. Child, she sips coffee. I need lots of espresso shots. And then he's counting down the days of his birthday, and I'm like counting down the days to school starts. I know I'm not the only one. Okay, bring it back in. But I haven't let planning overtake. I'm like making quick notes, making quick things. And also, like, when all of my devices go down, it's like, that's when I take a 15. I used to be like this when I worked at Mac. I never took 15s. I barely took lunch breaks. And then I got into a season where I had to make myself. I even remember one time, like, I used to work over all the time, which, of course, work didn't care. My team didn't care. My mom pulled me aside, and this was like back in the day. She was like, you know, you need to assess that. And I was like, what are you talking about? I'm doing my job. She's like, yes, but that's affecting your home life. And I was like, was she right? So I'm doing that, and that's why I'm working so hard to catch myself not in wandering in different rooms, but wandering outside of the blocks. And I've been doing that, and it's like I'm making excuses like, but it's revenue week and I need to focus on this, I need to focus on this. And it's like, but no. And my systems have been glitching, and I'm like, okay, that's God saying, Elizabeth, girl, you off. Go do that. Go paint your toes. Go eat. Go watch something with Hudson. And so I've been focusing on staying within the block and not catching myself, like not allowing headquarters to wander into ministry, not allowing ministry to wander into creative, not allowing creative to wander into I am Elizabeth Frazier, and not allowing I am Elizabeth Frazier. Now I'm really good lately at not allowing Elizabeth Frazier to run into the other blocks, but it's just like the other blocks are running into Elizabeth Frazier. And if the vessel is not right, then how can I produce? How can I produce when I'm tired? How can I produce when I'm not like my best self? Because clearly at this point in my life, my body's saying, we don't play them games no more, girl. Get it together. Here's this week's challenge. I challenge you for the next 48 hours. Whenever you catch yourself mentally leaving the room that you were assigned to, simply ask, is this my room right now? I will see you guys Friday at the finish line. Bye, guys.